Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your bonus reading for the person that you're dealing with. For many of you, this will be a love interest, although it doesn't have to be because we all deal with all different kinds of people for all different kinds of reasons. So let's just see what comes out. So there's the Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Judgment. So the Judgment card falling in your central energy is one of, you both know that your souls are being called towards each other. It feels like even if you have thought at one point of separating from this person, because I can already tell there's a lot of strife, because you're showing up as a Five of Wands and they are showing up as a Seven of Swords, which are both very difficult energies. The Judgment card, though, is saying that you're being pulled together. Your souls are calling each other. The Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords is your conscious mind, where the Judgment is your unconscious mind that's calling you towards this person, but you might not really understand why. Because your conscious mind feels so unbalanced and like there's a lot of stuff that's gone on in this relationship that's been a disappointment for you, you're still feeling called to them unconsciously, and you might not really be able to grasp just why yet. But it feels like this relationship is very firm. Like it's your unconscious minds are holding the two of you together. So we're going to open this spread up and see what else we can get. Because I'd like to clarify this Judgment card. The Judgment card is about a high-level decision, which is generally about allowing your unconscious mind to take over and not to let your conscious mind fight through it. But we'll see as we go. So Judgment is being clarified by the Empress. So the Empress is about being fully in your power. So I do feel like there is a very strong, again, almost spiritual connection. Maybe it is a spiritual connection. If your unconscious minds are drawn together in such a way, there might be something bigger at play with the Empress energy. But this also is giving me a feeling that this relationship has a lot of potential for growth. The Empress in these traditional cards, she's often shown as being pregnant. And what that represents is the potential for the relationship, that something really great is about to birth, but you haven't seen it yet. It's still inside. It's still waiting to burst through. So that's what the pregnancy tends to represent in these Empress cards, is that the potential is here, but you just really can't see it yet. It's hard to know that there's a baby in there, for example. It's hard to know it until you see it. So that's what this is saying, that there's some huge potential here for something really beautiful and great, but you're just not seeing it. Not yet, anyway. So why Judgment and the Empress? So there's the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is telling me that you two are very good at communicating with each other, which is a good start to really any relationship. And with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands coming in here, it's also letting me know that whatever period of darkness this relationship may have been in with the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords, which we will get to those too, but it does look like there was a period of darkness going on in this relationship, but it feels like you're coming out of it. The Queen of Swords is one who doesn't doubt things, understands the truth, sees things very clear. So I do feel like you're coming out of that period, that this darkness might be passing. You're showing up to this relationship, Gemini, as a King of Pentacles, which is the single most stable energy that anyone can bring to any relationship. It's one of stability, loyalty, security, trustworthiness. Everything that you want in any relationship, the King of Pentacles represents that. Your person is showing up with a Ten of Wands. So I do get the sense that at one point this relationship overwhelmed them, but it could be that they're also understanding what they did to you, because the Seven of Swords is on their side, the Five of Wands is on your side, and now I'm seeing the Ten of Wands, which is 2 times the amount of the wands that you are carrying. So I feel like they are really carrying a huge burden for what it is they did to you in the past because they're realizing the significance of this relationship. So the Seven of Swords on your person's side is certainly giving some kind of an energy of some kind of a deceit, some kind of a frustration that they caused in the relationship. Maybe they went off and did something else. The Seven of Swords is giving an energy of someone sneaking off. And so I feel like whatever this person did, so make it make sense for you, that something was frustrating them within the relationship. And so they thought maybe just wandering off would be the solution. But they're realizing with the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords that didn't solve anything. It just made their problems worse because now you're over here in an energy of combativeness, that you don't want to deal with this person, that this person just irritates you, or you feel like they're petty, these types of things. So they feel like they've really made it worse for themselves. And now they're carrying this burden of having to deal with their own consequences. Seven of Swords is being clarified by Judgment, which I'm going to flip over, but the Judgment card is here twice. And so this is, again, this realization, this awakening of this person that whatever they did that was deceitful, sneaky, whatever it was, they're certainly seeing it differently now, and they have a huge amount of regret and burden that they're carrying. They're carrying this baggage of what they did to you. So why the Seven of Swords and Judgment? So there's the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and Strength. So the Strength showing up in this central position is them realizing that what their conscious mind wanted, in this case, to sneak away, their unconscious is really saying, no, but this was the thing that you should have done. So there was a split in the energy that they're saying to themselves, why did I do that? I don't even understand why I did that. What was it that I was looking for? It was like this Knight of Swords was trying to go out there to find their truth because they didn't think it was here. But now they're realizing, with the Eight of Wands pointing straight at this relationship, they're realizing that it was always you. It was always this relationship, that they're in perfect alignment with the Eight of Wands with this relationship. But now they're just realizing that, and they're just being overcome with this feeling of, why did I do that? The Strength card can be about a split between the ego and the soul, the conscious and the unconscious, and not really understanding and thinking it's almost bizarre that they were driven to do that when they should have just been with you all along. So, but your Five of Wands on this side is, this person created a conflict in the energy, in the relationship. And that's being clarified by the Sun. So that tells me that you're still feeling very optimistic about this relationship, and that you feel with the King of Pentacles that you would still like to invest in this. And it may be because you understand how heavy this decision has been on this person, that you may be willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like we said, the Queen of Swords sees things very clearly. So I feel like you are seeing things very clearly, and you might decide that this person deserves the benefit of the doubt. But let's see, why the Five of Wands and the Sun? So there's the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So the Knight of Cups is pointing straight at this relationship. And I think that's why you're staying optimistic, because you still love this person. The Knight of Cups is about having a lot of love and an open heart towards someone. And it can even be romantic feelings if this is a romantic situation for you. So I think with this Three of Wands, which is the Sun in Aries, which is another card of optimism, it's knowing that something is going to come in. It's the same energy that this Empress was giving me when I was describing pregnancies, that you can't really see the fruits yet of whatever it is that you've created, but you can anticipate that they're coming. A pregnant woman knows there's a baby coming. She just can't see it or hold it yet. But that's the point of the Three of Wands as well. It's this idea that you can feel that something is coming. There's something really great coming. You can't see it yet, but it's this inner knowingness that it is coming. And I think you know that this person is going to come towards you in the right way, that whatever it was that spooked them over here, they're all set now and they're ready to come back. That's how you're seeing it. I think with the Three of Pentacles pointing to the external energy, it just tells me that you're busy working. You're just doing you're doing your life outside of this person while you're anticipating something big to happen, but you're still holding a lot of space for them. You're showing up as a Knight of Cups and a King of Pentacles. So you're looking really well and balanced on your side while you're just waiting for this person to integrate their two sides of self. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So now we have a couple. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And we have two queens here with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, which tells me that this is a really well-rounded, stable, clear, communicative kind of energy. But your person is just still dragging along this baggage of what they did wrong. But this is looking very clear that this is going to bring a lot of stability to both of you. So why the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles? And these two queens are also describing to me what I was saying about integrating two sides of self, the conscious and the unconscious, the ego and the soul. However you define it, however you look at it, this is an integration by bringing these two queens in together into this integration. So there's the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Wow, look at all those eights coming in together. I feel like that's been happening in a lot of our readings lately. The Eight of Cups is about clearing out bad emotional patterns. It's about moving away from the same types of hiccups that you encounter in relationships all the time. And so it definitely looks like this dark period that existed between the two of you that you both at some point decided to move on. Maybe that could explain the Seven of Swords and why I was getting this sneaky energy from this person, that they just kind of snuck off on you and you weren't really expecting that. But again, with the Eight of Swords, it feels like this person is now really trapped in that decision that they made, that now they're not sure how to come out of it, that they've, with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords, they feel like they put themselves in their own spiritual kind of jail, that now they feel like they can't come towards you. They're carrying a lot of baggage. They're carrying a lot of insecurities, a lot of fear about how you're going to receive them. I can see on your side with the Eight of Pentacles that you're still willing to put in the work. And especially with the King of Pentacles, you're still very dedicated to making this work, but I don't think your person sees that. And it might be that that's necessary for them to really come around and do that full integration that we're talking about. But let's look at this Strength card. The Strength, oh, look at that. So there's the Ten of Wands again. Yes, that burden that they are carrying, that they're not sure if you're going to take them back, is what they need in order to put these two pieces of the puzzle back together again, to be whole in their thinking, that their unconscious and their conscious are driven towards the same thing. And until that happens, there's going to be a lot of bad decision making on your person's side. So it looks like they need to have this burden in order to fully come towards you in the right way. So why the Strength and the Ten of Wands? So there's the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Page of Cups. This person loves you. There's no doubt that they love you. This Page of Cups is here saying that they really need your forgiveness. The Queen of Wands is pointing straight towards this relationship, which I love because we now have three queens, which are all showing this integration of self. The Queen of Wands is very confident. So this person is very sure that they want you and they know they messed up, whatever that was. The Seven of Wands is pointing to the external energy because it's saying that they don't want whatever this was that they thought they wanted. They know for sure that you are the thing that they want to fight for, but they don't necessarily know how to do it. They're feeling a bit guarded with this Seven of Wands. They're not sure how to confront you now, or to even talk to you or reach out to you, because they really think that you're just done like dinner, because they see you as this Five of Wands. But the cards are telling me that you're not. You're open to it. So the Three of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands. Don't you love when that happens? So this is saying we're on the right track here, that you are staying open. You're anticipating that this could be something really great, but you're just kind of doing your own thing, waiting to see if this person's going to come around or not. So why the Three of Wands and the Three of Wands? So there's the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. So you're still very much passionate about this person, but I think you're a passionate person in general. You're a Gemini, and you're very dynamic and interesting energy anyway. So I do think that you have a lot of passion and creativity that you bring into the world and into this relationship. And I think that you really are still committed to this person. I do think that you understand, especially on some unconscious level, because we started with Judgment and the Empress, you understand that this is your person and that whatever they did, I think you do deem it as forgivable, but you also need this person to come in and ask for forgiveness. You're not just going to grant that without them coming towards you and proving that they've done the work. The Queen of Cups is showing up here on your side because it's your intuition guiding you and telling you exactly what the cards just told me, that you know this is the right person, but you're also not just going to give them a free pass, that they have to make up for what it is that they did. But I don't think whatever it is they did, that you consider it a deal breaker. So let's get you some final advice here. So there's the Queen of Cups again. So I do believe that this person and you are tied together in this intuitive way that we were just talking about. I think your person is also a very intuitive person, which leads me to believe that they are going to come towards you, hoping at least that you're going to forgive them and take them back. There's a telepathic connection here almost that I think is going to guide them right back to you. But let's see. Let's get some final advice for you. So there's the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords, look at that. There's the Empress on the bottom again. This is that anticipating something really beautiful happening in this relationship. So I'm really glad that popped up there, just as confirmation for that you're just in this pregnant pause right now. You're just waiting for the good stuff to happen once this person comes around and figures out what they want to do. But the Page of Swords between you is that expanded awareness that you both have of the potential of this relationship. The Four of Cups on your side is saying, I'm just going to stay calm. My emotions are balanced. I'm good even on my own, because you're showing up as a Three of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups. That you know that your life is going to be fine. Your work is going to be fine. You're a self-sufficient person. You know you're going to be okay. But you're not going to just jump in and give this person a free pass. They have to do that. This Four of Cups is keeping you emotionally balanced while that is happening. The Two of Swords on their side tells me that they are still thinking about it. It's the fear that's holding them back with the Eight of Swords. They're afraid you're just going to slam the door in their face if they come around. But they're still considering it. And what I like about this Two of Swords is that the Two of Swords is about not using your thinking mind. Because in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you have a woman holding two swords, and they're both swords of truth. She can see both sides of the story. So she can see that they're equal in her mind as far as her thinking mind tells her. But she also has a blindfold around her eyes, which requires her to use her intuition. And that's what we've been saying with this Queen of Cups energy falling between you. Your person's intuition is going to drive them to come towards you because they see the potential that exists between the two of you. They see the expansion of the energy. They'll be able to see it on an intuitive level. And so I do think they are going to come towards you. So that's what the cards are telling me. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to my channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.